my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There are now 7 areas in the UK where the average possession claim is now over £10,000. In fact, there's one area where the average cost for a landlord to get their property back, should they need to evict via the courts, is now £27,000 plus. In this video, I'm going to give you all of those areas and I'm going to tell you why, unfortunately, I think this is going to get worse in the short term and what you can do as a landlord to protect yourself going forward. Now, this is also bad news for tenants. Don't get me wrong, because this means that those tenants that go through this process, which is now going to be everybody because of the Renters' Rights Act, means that more people will get CCJs and ultimately struggle to get a rental property in the future. So before we jump into this, as always, if you're new around here and you haven't done before, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest property news, house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And help me get some views on this video. I think this kind of content is very important. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm and that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everybody that does that. So, crazy, crazy, crazy times. The problem we've got right now is that the government are taking away a simple mechanism that landlords have to get back their properties. And that is via a no fault eviction, a Section 21. You see, what happens is often a tenant doesn't pay their rent, damages the property, causes antisocial behaviour. A landlord then has 2 options. They can give a Section 21 no fault eviction, which takes around 2 months. The other option is to go to court, which is more serious for the tenant and can take up to a year. And that's via something called a Section 8. Now, most landlords just like to cut their losses at this point. And so hundreds of thousands of tenants get away without paying rent that they owe because they get a Section 21 notice. The landlord gives them the Section 21, they leave, the landlord doesn't bother chasing them for arrears and ultimately lets them off. That's going in the Renters' Rights Act. So on the 1st of May, Section 21s are gone. You can't give this 2 months notice. So your only option is to go to the court. Now, I believe that you're going to see a massive influx of extra cases through the court because there's going to be so many landlords that now have to use this route, whereas previously you wouldn't have really heard about this stuff because they would have used the Section 21. Now, the Section 8 in London takes around 12 months to do. So it's not a short period of time at all. And so a Section 8 is the fault eviction. So the tenant has to have done something wrong. Smash the property up, not pay the rent, antisocial behaviour. Or it can also be the landlord just wants to sell the property because they can't cope with the market at the moment or the interest rates have gone too high. Or they just want to move back into the property to live in that property themselves. So they have to serve a Section 8. Now, at the moment, the waiting times in London for these Section 8s to get to a hearing are 12 months. So it's a huge length of time that you've got to wait. And if you're not paying rent, you're probably not going to start paying rent in that period of time. So by this initial start, you might not have paid rent for 3 months before it even gets to this stage. Then you've got 12 more months of not paying rent and the debt is building up and building up and building up. And so there are now 7 areas, mostly around London, where people are having an average claim on a Section 8 over £10,000. So one area is Watford. And so the average claim in Watford is for £12,890. That's a huge amount of money. And so when that goes through the court, ultimately the tenant gets a CCJ for £12,000. They're probably not going to be able to pay that. And that means that they're going to likely go into temporary accommodation. I think it's going to be tough for them to even get social housing after that kind of issue. What about other areas? Well, Chelmsford is also not great. And so in Chelmsford, the average, I mean, this is crazy. This is the average, right? 13,513. Huge amount there. These are going to go up. Next is Kingston, not far from me. So in Kingston, these are going to go up massively. In a minute, they're going to be more than double. Kingston, exactly the same as Chelmsford. That's weird. 13,513. Right, Uxbridge next. So these are all around London. So in Uxbridge, it jumps to £14,968. Now they're going to get bigger now. Romford, the average there is 17,046. I mean, that's a huge amount of money. If you consider a lot of landlords only make £2,000 per year per property, that wipes out nearly a decade of profit there. Crazy. Next, Croydon. So, in Croydon, it's £19,124. Crazy. Now, in central London areas, so the main London boroughs, it jumps massively. I guess the rent jumps massively. That's why, because you can accrue quite some arrears quite quickly there. 27,436. Now, the London problem isn't just the higher rent. It's the backlog of cases that they've got in London as well. So people are waiting a year to get a hearing. This is going to get worse, though, because today, right now, people are giving Section 21s up until the end of the month. There's tons of people giving Section 21s, doing it the easy way. From the 1st of May, you don't have the easy way. You've only got the option to do a Section 8. That means that you could get double, triple, quadruple the amount of people trying to go through this process. I'm not saying this is going to go to 4 years. Could go to 18 months quite quickly. Could go to 2 years quite quickly. Imagine if you've got rent not being paid in central London for 2 years. That is a catastrophe. So, what happens? Well, this means it's very important that you really, really get good tenants. You must take references on the tenants. You also should check out the video I made earlier, which was about fraud. People doing this stuff on purpose because maybe they've given you fake ID, fake bank records. And I gave some examples in that video on how you can check that stuff, to maybe check their passport's correct and it's not fake, to make sure their bank statements are correct and not fake. We cover that in that video. So I would suggest going to do that. But I would also suggest that you don't rent direct, that you get basically a letting agent to do all of this and get some kind of insurance. I think that's important here, that landlords consider, particularly if you rent in these expensive areas. In Doncaster, the rent's 500 quid for some places. It's not going to be the end of the world. But in London, where it's £2,500 average, it's going to rack up very, very quickly. What do you think about this? Do you believe after the 1st of May that the waiting times in courts is going to go up significantly? Let me know in the comments below. Do like the video and subscribe. And please check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.